So let me just do a little bit of housekeeping. So for this video, we're actually using the same template with some additional items in order to ensure that the video doesn't get nicked. Okay. So I've included in I-110 here, but it's closed. Okay. So it doesn't create any problem for us. Okay. It's just there to annoy people pagdating do sa screen capture. Okay. So, if we look at the rungs 1 to 4 natin, they are actually the same as the rungs for the basic stepper motor operation, yung pinakita in one of the videos. So, etong case na to, well, with the exemption of O2 being replaced, yung O2 na ano natin, na latch natin, being replaced by T timer 2 and timer 1. Now, in a separate video that I discussed with the class, I already explained how to create a pulse which is measured in terms of the duty cycle. So meron siyang time on, which is T1, and time off, which is T2. So again, the timer element na nandito sa loob ng simulator natin is timer on, timer off. I prefer to use timer on because it's simpler dun sa ano na yun. I am not interested too much in using timer off. But again, timer off can be used. So it just emphasizing for everyone na it can be used as well in light of a missing timer on module. Pero in my case, I prefer timer on. Now, yung timer on natin na function, yung enable button or the enable control line is actually energized if the go or the start button is pressed and the stop button is not pressed and T2DN is not enabled, meaning to say itim tong isang to. Meron kang dumadaloy na kuryente din sa enable control line natin. And this starts the timer to operate. So, once na meron siyang high na value, the accumulator starts to get additional counts dun sa ano niya according to the preset timer base, which is 1 second in this case. Okay. So, with that, we can see here, dito naman sa kabilang side, now I'm gonna raise up my ugly mug. Tinaas ko na konti para makita nyo lang itong T1DN, which is this one. So, when the timer reaches the base 2, dun sa accumulator niya, sorry, the preset value 2 in the accumulator, okay, this input or this output will actually turn on. And this switch will actually go to a closed position. So thereby, yung T on 2 natin, okay, or timer 2 in this case, will start to count up. Now, in light dun sa ating pulse, which is O2 natin, it's managed by two normally closed contacts. T2DN and T1DN. Okay. So if this is closed and this one is closed, we have current flowing in the output 2. Meron tayong signal. If this one goes to a on position, this element here opens up. Mamatay na yung pulse natin. So, yung time on niya is 2 and time off is set by this one, which is also a preset value of 2 in this case. So, kapag tinatry natin siyang i-simulate, okay, let's play it. Let's do first a reset. Okay, so na-reset na lahat, zero na lahat ng items natin. Let's start to turn it on. Okay, as you can see here, i-adjust ko lang. Okay, yun. Meron siyang on and off action na nangyayari. And it's more set to a time rather than set to a specific function. In this case, the duty cycle is 50%. Bilang nga medyo mabagal for simulation purposes, but it can be adjusted naman dun sa mismong program. I think the PLCs na ginagamit natin have the second the accumulate so the timers set to milliseconds to microseconds yung timers nila, not really seconds na ganito yung ginagamit. But of course, if we want a faster or the lesser duty cycle, let's say 33% duty cycle instead of 50%, we can edit this one out, set the preset value to 1, and then update the system. Okay, do a reset. Okay. Makita natin mas mabilis dapat to. Okay. So, this is how we enable the pulse to be measured and not unmeasured kagaya nung pag sineset lang natin tong lockout signal natin to output 2. Okay. So, I think that ends this discussion. Again, yun nga, you're finding my annoying mug na nandito dun sa mismong screen. Hopefully, this helps the students still struggling with how to use timers and counters para dun sa purpose natin of operating an enable direction and pulse-based controller. Now, there are a lot of them, but the most common one, yung kagaya ng TB6600, uses the same operating control lines, enable direction and pulse to operate stepper motors. Okay. So I'll stop the recording now.